Hi, it's Erik here with CAD Avenue, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to create a 3D steel tube inside AViCAD. Now you'll notice that AViCAD looks a lot like AutoCAD, and the reason being it's using an engine called IntelliCAD after there was a settlement between Autodesk and Sofdesk in the late 90s. So this program has kind of paralleled the versions of AutoCAD as they progress. And I just thought I'd explain that in case you're wondering. Let's get started with the still shape. Still shapes can also be created in Mech-Q, which is included in AViCAD. We have 4 utilities here, and this is the structural utility, but we also have the piping, the ducting, and then the mechanical. So first I'm going to create a traditional steel tube just using straight AutoCAD commands. So let's start out with the REC command, which is the rectangle command. If I type in OS for object snaps, you'll see I have endpoint, perpendicular, and midpoint turned on. I have polar tracking turned on as well. That's just polar track, and just make sure it's on. You can also turn it on here as a shortcut. To get started, I'm just going to type in REC for rectangle. Place a point in your drawing area and then type at 30, or I should say 42, 42 inches. And then this is going to be our steel plate, and then our column's going to sit on top of this. And so let's type in the REC command again. This time I'm going to choose fillet, and I'm going to have a rounded corner here, 5/8 of an inch. And I'm going to choose a square command here just to show you how to use this, and type in 30. And now it wants the first corner of rectangles. So we'll just click here, make sure the line is straight, and then type in 30. And that's going to give us that the tube there. Now we need to kind of move this over, so we type in the move command. Snap here at the corner, and then move it over again at 6,6. So it's going to have a 6-inch lap around the sides here. So now we can offset the steel tube by 5/8 of an inch. That's just using the O command for offset. We pick it and then offset it to the middle. Now we can go into our 3D views just by coming up here and then choosing Southwest Isometric, and we can extrude these shapes up and down, for example. Let's start with the plate. So we're going to type in EXT, select the entity, and now I want to go down 1/2 inch, let's say. So that's just going to push this down 1/2 inch and extrude it. I'm going to shade this after I'm all done so you can see. Extrude again, EXT, and pick the outer part of that tube. Press enter. Then the height of this, I'm just going to go up 30 inches. Now I'm going to type in the EXT command again. Choose the inner piece there. And again, we're going to give it a 30-inch height. So I'm making the height really small just so you can see what I'm doing here. Now, if I subtract this solid from this solid, because these are solid objects, so if I shade these, it's just going to look like a box. So I'm going to press Ctrl-Z to go back to the wireframe mode. So I need to subtract this from this shape. So we're just going to type in the subtract command, SUB, and then choose subtract over here. It will say entities to subtract from. Well, that's going to be the outer piece first, and then press enter, and then choose the entities to subtract, and then press enter. So essentially, that's how you create the tube. So we'll type in shade mode and set this to wireframe. Okay, now that we have this piece over here, let me just show you how easy this is to do in Mech-Q. So we come up to the steel shapes, and we're going to be using this shape here, and then we have all these different sizes we can choose here. You'll notice I have column turned on here, and then for this I have a base plate toggled on as well, and I have 6 inches all the way around, which is what we drew manually. And then for our thickness I have a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to simply press OK. Make sure that I got this shape selected. You can see here it's giving us the spec of that shape. And then I pick it from the midpoint, and I simply pick a point in my drawing area and make sure my ortho is turned on. Super important, because that way we know that we're going straight up and down. We need that turned on. Then we type in 30 for our height, and that's going to just draw in our steel shape automatically for us. So that's how fast it is to do this same thing in Mech-Q. Now I can shade. And you can see that they're completely identical to each other. So hopefully this video has been helpful. Feel free to reach me at 888-271-7121, or you can email us at info@cadavenue.com. And we hope you have a great day, and stay tuned for our next video showing you easy methods to drawing using the Mech-Q tools and using CAD. Have a great day.